We're back, everyone, with another episode of Survival. In this episode, we're going to be continuing working in the apartment building. Steve, get down here. You've been on the server for an hour. You have been decorating your apartment. I'm very excited to see. Okay, what does your apartment look like so far? Are you done? Which one's yours? Okay, this one. I'm excited. What's it look like? It's empty. You've been on the server for an hour. How is it empty? What have you been doing? So apparently Steve, in his city, planted a sapling on top of one of his buildings. I think the only building he has, because he's going underground. He put a sapling on there. It grew up, so it's a tree. And now because he has a tree on his building, he says that his city is better than ours. So we're going to put a tree on our building. I cannot let him have a better city because there's a tree on... There's a Minecraft grown tree on his building. We're going to make a custom tree. So usually you use spruce wood for the type of tree I'm making, because I that's the only tree I know how to make. So, but I'm too bothered to get spruce wood, so we're going to just settle with oak. I think it's looking good so far. We're just going to call this the ugly tree. Because it's not going to be very pretty, but it will serve its purpose, which is just to absolutely destroy Minecraft Steve's tree. That's pretty much the only goal. If I could just make it look like a tree, that's going to be fine with me, because we're going to add other stuff up here. It's not just going to only be about a tree. So the tree Steve's talking about is that little tiny tree on that building right there. This tree actually doesn't look that terrible. It's not a terrible tree. It's still kind of ugly though. We're calling it the ugly tree. But anyway, we're gonna add some other stuff up here. We want to make this kind of like a rooftop lounge area. So what I'm going to do is I want to add a couple tables over here. Can move these over a little bit. And then I can put one table over this way. Awesome. And then I should be able to just move this a little bit over. I'll be having two tables. Now I'm going to strip the wood, and it's going to match the oak stairs. I'm going to use as like benches. So everything's going to match all together, which will be pretty good. And there we go. Now we have two picnic tables, just like that you can have a picnic on your apartment roof. So I'm going to be putting in another little lounge area over here, kind of a bit more for privacy, but also if you don't want to take up a table. This also could be considered an Easter egg for the next season, if you think about it or even remember it, because I'm not too sure when this might all come together. But anyway, we're going to add a little privacy section over this way. And I'm going to actually extend this out a bit. There we go. So now we have a little bit of a privacy section here too. Put some snow on top. And I want to add a little bit of a seating area, so we can have a couple benches. Just as, privacy, or you can even look at the view this way, which I haven't actually worked on yet. Because, again, I haven't gotten that far into the season. We're going to add a picnic blanket in the corner. I'm going to be using white carpet and blue carpet, because that's the two colors of wool I have right now, or that I've dyed the sheep. I'll have to switch the color of the dye soon. We're going to add a couple little lampposts up here. Nothing like too fancy, but I'm going to have the fence hang over then, and then we're going to put a lantern underneath it as a little lantern. Steve has finished his apartment now. I'm excited. I want to see it. Let's take the tour now. Okay, it's a pretty nice place. We got... he asked me if he can light a fire in his fireplace, and I said no, because he might burn the building down. So I told him that he can't put a fire in the fireplace, but that's a fireplace. He's going to add a... Is it a framed block of bricks. Pretty cool. Got his bed. He's got a picture. He's got his furnace, crafting table. Some books to read. Pretty nice. Have you seen my apartment? I don't think you've seen my apartment, so let's show him my apartment. Also, if you haven't seen my apartment, this will be what it looks like. This is from the last episode. If you missed last episode, I designed this entire apartment. So we got the living area. We have an upstairs area, which I added a pretty designed ceiling up here. Made a little bit of a loft. You can push your friends down it. And I added some stuff on the wall. He's just taking a tour. But yeah, so this is what I did last episode. If you missed that episode, now you're pretty much all caught up. I just did this whole thing. So now to take the tour of the roof. Okay, we're heading up. So he hasn't seen the roof, even though it's been working directly underneath. So this is what I've been doing up here, Steve. I made a tree. So I think you can see that tree is much better than the one on your building. I think that means that my city is better than yours again. He seems to be very impressed by it, looking at all the leaves I had to place. So I push him off the building. It's so tempting. But yeah, we're really high up. Like is this the tallest building? I think it's the second tallest building for now. But I plan on building some much taller buildings, so this won't seem that tall in the future. But we got, picnic tables. We got some chairs, the lounge areas. This is like the top of the roof. So that's the episode. Thanks for watching.